Did you say that Angela Rayner wasn't there when she was? I think Keir Starmer has made clear that that was a mistake. Jim Davidson reacts to David Lammy's statement on Angela Rayner. It was true. You're not going to believe what just happened. Out of nowhere, Jim Davidson, the outspoken comedian who never shies away from controversy, has stepped right into the political spotlight again. This time, it's not just jokes or stage banter, it's serious. It's political and it's personal. He's commenting directly on remarks made by none other than Labour's David Lammy about Angela Rayner. And Davidson's response has people divided, angry, shocked, and for some, nodding along quietly thinking, well, he's just said what a lot of us were already wondering. Welcome to Back Britain Unfold. So, let's break this down because this story is moving fast. David Lammy, currently a senior Labour MP and a man often tipped for bigger roles within the party, recently made a statement regarding Angela Rayner, Labour's deputy leader. His words were meant to defend her, or at least that's how his team framed it. But in today's political climate, every word carries weight. Every phrase is dissected. And what Lammy said opened the door for critics, commentators, and yes, Jim Davidson, to jump in with fire of their own. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Davidson didn't just dismiss Lammy. He didn't just shrug and move on. No, he zeroed in, saying simply, it was true. Those three words are doing the rounds online right now. And depending on where you stand politically, they sound either like an echo of common sense or like gasoline poured onto a fire that Labour's leadership desperately wanted to put out. Angela Rayner over the past year has been no stranger to headlines. Whether it's policy clashes, her outspoken style in Parliament, or personal controversies that her opponents love to drag back up, she's become one of Labour's most recognisable and polarising figures. Lammy, ever the defender of his party colleagues, stepped up to shield her. But instead of calming things down, his words triggered yet another round of public debate. Enter Davidson, whose career has always been about speaking bluntly, sometimes too bluntly, in ways that rile up critics and thrill his supporters. So when he says it was true, he's not just talking about Lammy. He's throwing a spotlight on Angela Rayner herself, her role, her image, her future in Labour politics. Reactions? Oh, they came quickly. One Labour supporter tweeted, "Why on earth are we still giving Jim Davidson airtime? This isn't comedy, it's cheap politics." Another, clearly from the other side of the spectrum, shot back. He only said what everyone's thinking. Lammy can spin it all he wants, but Davidson nailed it. And then there's the wider public. People who aren't necessarily following every move of Westminster politics, but who do recognise these names. For them, the mix of celebrity culture with political controversy makes the story even juicier. Here's the bigger question though. Why does this matter? Why does one comedian's reaction to one MP's statement about Angela Rayner set off headlines? Because it speaks to something deeper. In Britain right now, the line between politics, media and public commentary is blurred beyond recognition. Politicians aren't just judged in Parliament, they're judged in the court of public opinion, where comedians, actors and influencers can shape narratives as much as policy documents or press conferences. Jim Davidson knows this. He's not blind to the influence of his words. By chiming in, he's pulling in an audience that doesn't normally tune in to what David Lammy or Angela Rayner might be saying. He's reframing the debate, and in doing so, he's reminding us all that in modern politics, perception matters just as much as reality. Inside Labour, this isn't just noise, it's pressure. Party insiders are reportedly frustrated. One unnamed source quoted in a political blog said, "The problem is, Angela's controversies don't just disappear. They keep being revived, and comments like Davidson's give them fresh oxygen." That's the challenge facing Keir Starmer, the Labour leader. He wants a disciplined team focused on policies that can win the next general election. But every side story, every headline involving Rayner, Lammy, or a celebrity like Davidson pulls the spotlight away from Labour's core message. Meanwhile, for the Conservatives and other opposition voices, this is a gift. They don't even have to attack directly. This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK, right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel. Thank you.